This is a video I really don't want to make. Mainly because it means that I'm done with Persona 5, man, and I don't want this to end. I don't want this game to end. Um, so I finished Persona 5 last night at around 147 hours in total, and it's just like a roller coaster of emotions just hit me like a ton of bricks last night. Seeing those credits roll, hearing the music, and then all the Phantom Thieves members in the credits, and like showing like a highlight reel of all the characters, man. Like, I I hate that this game ended, dude. I really hate it. Um, yeah, but I mean, like I said, like a lot of emotions were like running through me when I completed it. But I think one thing that really stuck with me in my head was the thought that I think I just completed the best game I've ever played, or my favorite game I've ever played, which is for me like if you guys actually know me, to say that I liked a game better than The Witcher 3 is completely absurd, right? Like, I am such a huge fan of the Witcher series. I have every Witcher novel from The Last Wish all the way up to Lady of the Lake. I have two huge Witcher posters on my wall. I have an art book of The Witcher. Like, I'm a huge fan of it. So to find a game that I would like more than The Witcher 3 is like, I would have never, if you told me that like a year ago, or even like in January of this year, I would have said you are absolutely crazy. But Persona 5 took my heart, dude. It honestly took my heart. It went into my like Witcher medieval palace and took my fucking heart, dude. That's what it did to me. Um but yeah, like I guess this video is just gonna be I don't know. I just want to talk about the game, honestly. Like, I'm just honestly gonna throw paint at the wall and just my raw emotions, my raw feelings, my love for this game, because honestly I adore Persona 5. I really really do. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about it. All right, so let's talk about these menus and like the presentation and the look of the game really quickly. So like, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, like, I couldn't give you my top 5 best menus in all of video games, because it's just something that like I don't really pay attention to. It's something that whenever I hop in a menu, I get in there and I get out. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not in there for too long. Um, but with Persona 5, it was a completely different story. Um, just like the first time pressing that pause menu and seeing Joker's hand like throwing his hand at the screen, like, it immediately grabs your attention, man. Like, everything just pops. It's just like so in your face. It's like it's literally like begs for you to like, I don't know if begs is like the right word, but it's like literally telling you like, yo, like, look at this, man. Like, look at how good this looks. Um but yeah, like, I literally spent like minutes just like scrolling through every tab just to see, what animation Joker would do next, you know what I mean? Like, one, he would be like swinging on a rope, another he would like point his gun at the screen, another it looked like he would like was about to step on the camera. So like, the thing that like I really really appreciate is like little things like this. Like, having a cool menu like this isn't like game changing or like the most important thing on the world, you know what I mean? But like, the fact that they put this much delicate care and effort for something like the main menu, it's just like I appreciate it so much, because they, like I said, they didn't have to do this, but like the fact that they did, they put in the extra man hours and effort to make the main menu look as sleek and nice as it looks. It goes a long way for me personally. You know what I mean? It's just like a cherry on top. It's nothing but a good thing. And then like the same amount of like care and polish for like the presentation is consistent through just like the everyday life and the battles as well. Like, when you're in school, just seeing like the word murmur pop up, or like little thought bubbles, The transition screens when you're fast traveling or like going on a train. Um, Again, just like little details, but like I don't know. I think it really separates like the good games from great games. Just little stuff like this, and then just like the battle systems, or I don't know why I said battle systems, but like the battles in general, just like everything is so colorful and vibrant and so appealing to the eye. Just seeing like whenever you attack an opponent, just seeing like the numbers fly out of them, or the all-out attacks, just how stylish those are. Like seeing all your teammates doing their little anime poses are like my first time seeing that. It was like, oh, I fucking love it, dude. Um, and then just like the XP screen, when the arrow kind of goes throughout the screen and Joker is like running around the room. When you get to see like how much XP and how much money you made, like again, man, it's just like stuff like that they didn't have to do, but like it's so good. It's so good. Like I just appreciate the thought that went into every little thing like that. And boy, oh boy, let's talk about this soundtrack, huh? What a fucking soundtrack! I will say though, I bought the Take Your Heart edition, or collector's edition, whatever you want to call it, and it came with a CD. I'm a little disappointed that it only came with 19 songs. Like, come on, give me at least like 30. Give me the days when my mother was there. Give me Whims of Fate. Give me the Rivers in the Desert. Like, give me those songs. 19 in my opinion was too small, but I don't know. It's just like it's not a huge deal. I'm just kind of messing around. But the music is like I think everyone it's consensus. Like the music is absolutely incredible. Um I think for a lot of people it's like the same thing. Like you have a good soundtrack when you want to download these songs on your phone, and right now I have, like, just right off the top of my head, I have Whims of Fate, The Days When My Mother Was There, Rivers in the Desert, Wake Up, or Get Up, Wake Up, Get Out There, Life Will Change, Layer Cake, Freedom and Security, both versions of King, Queen, and Slave, and Price. I think that's all I have right now. I could be missing a couple, but you get my point. Like, these songs are incredible. I just found out that this genre is called acid jazz. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So, I mean, I guess I have Persona to thank for like introducing me to like a new genre of jazz that I didn't even know existed. Um, yeah, it's so good. Like, even the battle theme, like it's everything is so catchy, dude. It's so catchy. I cannot get over how good the music is. I really can't. It's made me, as a first time Persona player, it's made me go back and listen to like the Persona 4 battle theme, listen to Mass Destruction from 3, the Tartaros theme song, what else? Blues in a Velvet Room. So like I've been trying to like go back to listen. Oh, and Maya's theme as well. So like I've been trying to like listen to other Persona songs as well. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, like I don't even know what else can be said. Um, the music is fantastic. I will probably be listening to it for like months to come, honestly. Um, really quickly, best Palace theme song, or best Palace song in general. Um, Honestly, I would probably go Whims of Fate. I absolutely adore that song, honestly. Second place, God, what would be second place? I really like um Freedom and Security. If you guys don't know, that's the song for the Deaths of Mementos Palace. That song is really good. It's like really eerie, and it really gives me like, it sounds like, to me at least, it gives off the same vibe as the Tartaros theme from Persona 3. So yeah, I don't know. I really like Freedom and Security. Third place, King, Queen, and Slave, the second version, and then maybe fourth place would probably be like Price. But yeah, for sure, number one is Whims of Fate. My least favorite, honestly. Sweatshop because I don't know about you guys, but Okumura's palace was like the low point, or not even like a low point, but just like my least favorite palace. And it's just it's funny that my least favorite palace also have my least favorite theme song. But yeah, just like in general, music incredible, absolutely incredible. Um, it's gonna be tough, like music or soundtrack of the year between Persona, Gravity Rush's soundtrack, and Near Automata's. It's gonna be tough. But yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Whims of Fate is my favorite Palace theme song. Um, God, favorite song in general, I don't even know, dude. I would have to think about that because Rivers in the Desert is a classic in my opinion. But I also adore Life Will Change. So like, I don't know, dude. It's tough, but yeah, like I said, incredible sound. All right, so gameplay wise, this game is basically like half life simulator and half dungeon crawler. So you're a high schooler by day, and then you're a phantom thief by night. But so like upon release, like I knew that this game was a turn-based action game, which I was not sure I was gonna like it. That was probably the thing that had me most hesitant about this game being my first Persona game, especially coming off of Near Automata, just like how fluid and free that combat is going into like a more controlled turn-based game. I was kind of nervous that I wasn't gonna like it, but then after like a couple battles in this battle system, I like it made me like remember how much I love and missed turn-based action games. Like it really was like a breath of fresh air, especially like playing Horizon and Near and even like Yakuza, I guess. Like this was just so refreshing to play something like this, a game where each battle is something you really, really need to think about, like what you're going to do. You need to make sure you have your healer. You need to make sure you have someone like Ryuji or Yusuke using physical attacks so they don't waste too much of their SP. Um, you need to have and to nullify all your team's stat debuffs or decrease the attack for the opponent. So it's like it really makes you think about like every battle felt like a chess match, and that's what I really, really missed. Like battles like this. So that was awesome. It was so great to be put back in that kind of mindset again. And then just like the palace is something that I really, really liked, and something that like I don't know was just in my mind with like every palace was like, um, oh crap, like I'm my team is really low on SP right now, but should I keep going? I feel like there's like one more room. There's just like a couple more enemies, or should we run back to the save room? Things like that. Or should I keep pushing even though I haven't saved in a while? If I die right now, I'm gonna lose all of this fucking progress. So it's like those decisions. Like I had to make some pretty tough calls, and like a lot of the times, like I wouldn't save in like a couple hours because I'm like deep into this palace and I haven't been able to find a save room, and then I fucking die and I lose all of that progress. Like it's like a learning experience. You know what I mean? It really made me like think to myself like, oh fuck, like okay, maybe I need to change this approach, or maybe I need to switch in a different party member, or I need to be a little bit more careful, or I shouldn't be afraid to run from a battle if it's too tough. So like, I don't know. I just really like that the dungeon aspects, like everything feels just so important, and your decisions really, really do matter in battle, and I really, really found that. And then for the life simulator stuff, I really like how it makes the mundane stuff, like going to school or taking baths, really, really fun, and they feel all important, like they have a weight to them. Um, so going to like just studying, or you want to go to the baths, or you want to go to the batting cages, like this is all serving to upgrade your charm or your guts or your proficiency. This all in turn makes you like stronger or better, um and it like I told my friends the other day, like, yo, I'm working at this flower shop in the game, and they're like, what? Like, that sounds stupid, but it's like, you guys don't fucking understand, dude. I need to talk to Anne. I need my kindness to go up, you know what I mean? So like, I really like how like these mundane stuff serves to only improve you to, get better, to be able to talk to more people, which in turn, the more confidants you're able to talk to, can help you in battle. So like the stronger your bonds are with, your party members, makes them stronger in battle. Or say, I don't know, for example, Hifumi, if you hang out with her, I think one of the first skills she gives you is the ability to switch party members, which is absolutely crucial, dude. So I really like that if you go hang out with these people and you find out their stories and stuff like that, it rewards you in combat by making your party stronger. So I really like that. And then also, like, I find it, I don't know if weird is the right word, but I really like how, say, I don't know, Makoto sends you a text and she's like, hey, I'm in front of the school gate and, I'm not doing anything. You want to hang out? But then you also get a text from Yusuke or Futaba or, Hifumi, and they're all like saying the same thing, how they want to hang out. Like, you want to go play video games or you want to go to the art museum or whatever. And it's like, it makes you stop and think, like, damn, who should I prioritize right now? Like, Makoto is babe right now, but Futaba is my little sister, or Yusuke is the homie, and I love him. I love his quirkiness, his weirdness. Him drawing people on the river when we were in that little boat thing. Like, I love him. So who should I hang out with? Like, it makes you stop and think, like, damn, who's more important to you? You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, man, I really, really love the confidant system. Just the characters in general. Like, I don't know, like I telling you guys straight up, I didn't, not even close, had the opportunity to max out everybody, but like the characters in general, the ones that I love the most, like the side characters, like Sojiro, like seeing his development over the game was really, really heartwarming. And like Kawakami's story as well. Tai Takemi's story with the little girl Mika, I think her name was. The side characters were all really, really good in my opinion. Um, like Sojiro in particular, just him. Like, I remember one quote he had was, "You made me realize that I have something I want to protect." You know what I mean? I don't want to protect just Futaba, but I also want to protect you as well, the protagonist. And like, that is such a departure of where he was in the beginning of the game. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just loved all the confidants and the side characters. All right, so like I said earlier, this was my first Persona game, but I want to say it was around Shido's Palace. I went back and, like, although I wouldn't be able to play Persona 3 or 4, I really wanted to know, why is Persona 4's cast of characters so revered and loved? And I wanted to know also Persona 3's cast as well. So I went back, I bought both Blu-rays for Persona 4 the animation, and I've seen 2.5 movies of Persona 3. I'm like making my way through the third one right now. Aegis is Bae for sure, even though she's a robot. And by the way, Persona 4, I just made it past the Nanako episode, her in the hospital. Absolutely gut wrenching. Like, I cannot believe they did that. It has been a while since I've had a good cry in an anime, and Jesus Christ, like, gut wrenching, like I said. Anyway, so I think I have a good like understanding of the characters, and I can compare 5, 4, and 3. And I think Persona 5's cast of characters, they're great. I love them. I love the family dynamic that they have between them. Like, they are so willing to do whatever it takes for each other. Like, the ending in general, like, look what they did for Joker, I'm not gonna spoil it, but what they did for him in the end. Like, I love all of them together. But Persona 4's cast is just like on another level. It honestly is. Like, there's not a character that I don't like in that group. Even Yosuke, someone I thought I figured out his character in the beginning, like I knew he was going to be that pervy, kind of stupid character, is so much more than that. I love Kanji, Rize, her whole dilemma about not wanting to live that reset life anymore. Naruto, her whole being insecure about her gender. Um, I love Chie. I've heard everyone has said Chie is best waifu, and she is like I think she is. I mean, for me, it's between her and Naruto, but Chie is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And Yukiko is great as well. Even Teddy, I think I like Teddy more than Morgana. But the point of the matter is, like, I don't like. It's not Persona 5's cast is bad. Like, they're great. I love them so much, but I don't think they're that Persona 4 level. And it's like that's a tough act to follow, right? Like Persona 4's cast is like a legendary group of characters in my opinion. But that again, that doesn't make Persona 5's cast bad. That's like in my mind, Persona 5's characters are like a 9 and Persona 4's is like a 10. I will say I do think Makoto, Yusuke, and Futaba are like Persona 4 level of great, but that's just my opinion. Like, I think for sure Makoto, Yusuke, and Futaba are like the ones that I will remember the most. That I will for sure like left the most impact on me, most memorable, best characters, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I think those three characters are definitely Persona 4 level, but again, it's not to say like I didn't hate anyone in Persona 5's cast, so I think that's a good thing. So yeah, I love that. So yeah, this game is honestly the best game I've ever played. Without a doubt, the best game I've played all year. And it's funny because like this year I was like, man, Horizon is really good, and then Nier came out, and I was like, man, Nier is really good. But then Persona came out, and it was like, this is my favorite game of all time. So like, oh man, just like I barely even talked about the story. Like the pacing of this story was so great. It really takes its time to like just throughout the whole thing, and I really dig that. It took its time to tell its story. Um, I don't know, man. Everything from the story, characters, music, presentation. It's just like I think it raises the bar not just for like JRPGs, but for games in general, man. For me personally, at least, I will be comparing every game from here on out to Persona 5. I absolutely adore this game from start to finish, and I don't see anything in the near future topping this for me. Out of pure enjoyment, the amount of times this game put a smile on my face, made me cry, made me happy, made me angry at Ryuji or whatever. It was just a roller coaster that I'm sad it's over, and honestly, a game I will never forget. Never forget. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. I want to thank you guys so much if you stuck around for this crazy, unorganized video. I just wanted to talk about this game that I love so much. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and Kawakami is best girl, without a doubt.